I traveled from Rataj after selling all the stuff to Peshek. Anyway, we need to find someone who knows this Deuterino that was caught with the other Limpy Lubosh. And yeah, supposedly they'll help us to find the bandits. Maybe the innkeeper? They always know something.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ be praised indeed.
What's happening around here?
Ah, you know how it is. Always something. Like that sake has started an archery contest here. If you want to try your luck at winning a few Russian, you should go and see him. And by the way,
Maybe not.
now I think of it, I've not seen Kunhuta here for some time. The local herb woman. She always comes here once a week for a tankard of ale. But she ain't turned up recently. I hope nothing's happened to her. Oh, and another thing.
Okay.
Especially at the mill. Not a week goes by without some ruckus there. But I'm wise to them troublemakers.
Well,
Whenever
this
they're
guy just
rancid
spilled
mischief.
all the beans. Who the hell are you? Maybe she knows someone. Something.
I'm looking for someone they call Reeky.
Jesus, who wouldn't know Hinek?
Hinek?
That's his real name. I doubt he likes his nickname much.
No, I suppose you would. Where would I find him?
Try his folks' house, if you have the nerves for it. The old tanner's a grouchy sod.
What can you tell me about this Hinek?
What can I tell you? No, he's none too popular. No one cares to talk to him.
Why not?
Well, I'm not one to gossip, but I heard he keeps bad company.
What's the tanner like? Hinek's father.
The less I see of him, the better. He's not exactly sparkling company.
Why do they call him Reeky anyway?
Why do you think? Because he's a tanner, of course.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, so tannery. Wasn't I at the tanner earlier? So we should be over there. Yep, here it is. Day.
I'm looking for a fellow called Reeky. Have you ever heard of him?
Shit. Why wouldn't I? That's what they call my son, Hinek.
Ah, you wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Peasant.
And this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hinek but the gibbet.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hinek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there is all.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
Okay, so I need to find out where the hideout is, right? Who do I ask, though? Maybe those dudes?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Jesus Christ be praised. Oh, wait. Shit, right.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
Well, he's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough, but I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Yeah, you better tell me all you know.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
Mushrooms, no. More like hares or other game.
So Hinek is a poacher? That's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago, he came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He keeps prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it. But he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye. And then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl, and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me, and we could get married and such. All just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding in the western corner.
All right, thank you. Is it true?
What?
Other whores wouldn't go with him even for money.
The other bathhouse girls are honest, so I don't know. The truth is, I felt a bit sorry for him. Folk don't like him, but it's only 'cause his old man is a grouch and a tanner.
So you only felt sorry for him?
Both of us are the black sheep of the village.
There's nothing more between you?
No, nothing. Maybe Hinnek thinks differently, but that's how it goes.
I need to know more about that hideout.
I really don't know where it is. I only know when he came back, he usually came to see me.
I see. Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, 'cause he always brought me freshly chopped firewood, and he had wood chips on his boots.
Good. So at least I know where to start. Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up. But who could he sell it to? The innkeeper, I reckon. It makes sense.
For sure. How did you know he'd been to the woods?
He always talked about what he caught, and he never came to me at other times. Probably didn't have the money for it.
The bathhouse maid had told us that that Reeky had a treasure buried on his dad's plot, so let's check that out. Oh, look at that guy, he's following me. Get away. Oh yeah.
What's that? Who's there?
Ah, no one. Yeah, right, slag off. Wow, 115, that's not bad at all. I'll take it. Let's go, horsey. Alright, let's see what's the next step, because I forgot. There's just no way I'm gonna remember that right now. Okay. Track down Reeky, ask at the woodcutter's camp. Alright, I can talk to the innkeeper because he was selling poached meat to him. So he might know something. Let's investigate that. Where is the inn? Ah, there it is. Look at those guys, they look suspicious as hell.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Look at that. They don't even have a name tag or anything next to them. Freaking dressed in dark clothes. Ay, ay, ay. Some company you keep, old man.
G'day.
Good day,
I want
Reeky.
to ask about the courier's son, Hinnek.
But ask someone else. I had nothing to do with Reeky. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinnek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
Maybe this?
I've no time for this. I have to find Hinek, and you're going to help me.
Am I now? Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It would be a shame if anything happened to it.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think? So are you going to talk, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Fine. Let's get to the point then.
See now?
Exactly.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I did some deals with Reeky, but I swear to God, I don't know where he is.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all. But I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
How do you know that?
Whenever Reeky was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so he had to have a light for that.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Honestly, sometimes I don't know why I do it. I'm selling like a bunch of stolen food stuff that's gonna spoil soon anyway to a vendor for 58.4 groschen in total profit. I have like 8.9 thousand. Almost 9,000. Why the hell would I need that? I mean, why the hell would I need to do that? Sell all this shit. Bye. You know what you gotta do, right? That's what they say. Alright. So there's a place over there. There's a place over there. But actually, you know what I want to do? There's a treasure map, I think. Alright, so as you can see, there's a treasure near here going left in a mine shaft. So, and we actually need to go left over there. See? E. Because there's supposed to be a mine shaft there. Northwest. I'm going west. Man, this horse is so much quicker with all the proper equipment. I tell you. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's an accident. Right. That's what you say when they ask you. Look at this shit. Is that really an accident? What the hell happened? Oh my god. Well, this actually might be an accident. I remember the one that we found previously, where a guy was stabbed in the neck with a dagger. How was that an accident? That was definitely not an accident. Okay, so we're looking for a mine shaft. What's this? Oh look, it's a mine shaft. Is that the one? Interesting sight. Yep, that's the treasure. Ooh, you hunting bow. Oh, that's nice. Alright, so we got a better bow. We got some stuff to sell. We got our dice. I mean, I'm content. I'm happy we went to check it out. Oh, let's see if this bow actually works. Yeah. So we got... It's just that we could go and check out this woodcutter's camp and talk to them and... yada. But I'm not sure if I want to do it. Let's head out to the point A. And if anything, we'll just go to C, okay? Oh, look at that. That's pretty. You know, just running through woods like this is something that had brought me luck a few times, actually. One time I remember I stumbled upon this tree. Oh, look at that. Freaking things. But yeah, once I was once I was running through the woods, or riding through the woods on my horse, and I found a tree where a guy was hanged. Well, under it, in the roots, I found like 100 gold or something. That was pretty cool. And I like encountering bandit camps. That's my favorite find in the woods, by far. You know, it's one thing I really wanna. Well, I mean, I know we'll probably experience at least once or twice, but one thing I really like is the battle. It's like a small battle, and it's a random encounter. It's pretty cool. It's like Kumans and bandits, or like Kumans and guards, bandits and guards, Kumans and other Kumans. I'm kidding. It's just, you know, those Kumans, they just want to f shit up. But at any rate, there's a lot of interesting this game has to offer, a lot of which I might have not shown yet, to be honest with you. Whether it's due to the way I play the game, or sometimes it's due to the fact that, you know, things just happen on a random. A lot of stuff is not scripted, so, you know, I can't just show something because I want to. It'll take some time. So yeah. Oh, what was that? Ah, it was just a whole lot of nothing. Oh wait. Oh, I was right. There is something here. Alright. Okay, you see, there's king equipment. So, as far as I am concerned, we are gonna save. Savers gonna save. Kim Jong gonna earn. Man, my hangover feels better, but it was so raging when I woke up. I swear to you. Hello. Oh, I'll take the. Oh, I was gonna take the mushrooms.
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any use from advice from you. At least, you've no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
That's not important. The important thing is we have a common foe.
Considering all the enemies I have, the odds of that are pretty high.
I'm talking about the gang.
See, I think he's afraid of me. Or just agitated. You see the way he holds his hands?
I was, but I've got nothing in common with those bastards.
I'll take your word for it, providing you tell me what you know.
I don't know why you should care. And if it keeps my neck out of the noose, I'll spill the beans.
That Neuhof raid didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there. Mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything what moved, then we knew there was no going back.
Who got your two gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're going to rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Alright. Finally we're getting somewhere.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sod's pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. Knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go. So we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up. Two of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion.
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Run.
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to
Yeah,
know.
that's probably enough.
So now what do I do with you?
Well,